Live. I'm live, babe. Let's hope I don't screw this up. I'm live, everybody. I'm live, everybody. Getting ready to interview AJR. Oh, there's people actually watching now. Getting ready to interview AJR. I'm ready. Get it? Sorry. Hi, I'm James. Welcome to another edition of Socially Distant is the name of this program. I'll be talking with Jack of AJR here shortly, probably in about a minute. So, welcome aboard. I'm hanging out here in Winter Park, Florida, in my mansion. It's a one bedroom apartment. You'll be able to hear the complete interview at fm1019radio.com. My dog is walking over right now because he's jealous that I'm not giving him all the attention. What's up? What's up, avid poker player? Yo, that TOP song is fire. It is. I like anything 21 Pilots. What's up, Edwin? Let's see. Ava Schultzman, hello. Jasmine. Hired Matty P. Hey, Courtney. Can you grab him? Thanks. We're talking with Jack AJR here momentarily. Come on, bud. Come on, bud. Go in the other room. My dog gets really jealous when I'm talking to other people. What's up, Paula? No funnel cake. Hello. Waiting for Jack from AJR to join us, and we'll have a nice chat on this edition of Socially Distant. Hope you are doing well during the quarantine. Hope you're all staying socially distant. Washing your hands. Oh. Wearing your masks. Because they now say that's you're supposed to wear your mask, even though when this thing first started, they're like, you don't need to wear masks. So, I got plastic gloves too. I'm all in. Let's see here. So Jack from AJR will be joining us momentarily. What time y'all have? I have 2 o'clock, so it should happen any second. I think this is the first time I've talked to Jack. Or any member of AJR. I believe so. Yeah, this will be the first time, so I hope I don't screw this up. Hey, my boss has joined us. Hello, boss. What's going on? He's watching to make sure I don't screw this up. I'll probably screw it up. Boss, just to let you know, I am recording on the audio workstation here. And I will save the file. We'll get it up at fm1019radio.com. By the way, if you're not from Orlando, Florida, make sure to listen to FM 1019. And you can listen online with the radio.com app, fm1019radio.com. Glad I got that out of the way. So let's see. Is everybody doing all right? Can I get a thumbs up? A wave? A hey? And if you have any questions, leave them in the chat. And I will do my best to get to them here. All right. I have a cheat sheet full of questions to kind of guide the interview. I think somebody just popped in here. Oh, there we go. Let me do the official team. Jack is here. And voila!
Hello.
Jack! What's up, man? How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Are you quarantining yourself?
Very much so. In our New York City apartment.
Yeah. Now, you guys were you living in New York before this whole thing blew up? AJR blew up?
Yeah. We were born and raised in New York City.
Awesome. Now, you were actually you were performing on the streets for a while, correct?
Yeah, that was the first thing that we did. We knew we wanted to kind of start a group, and that was 15 years ago. And we had no connections in the industry or any connections, for that matter, money connections. We realized that living in New York, street performing it's such a big culture here. So we thought that's kind of a natural first move. And I guess we didn't know it, but it did two things. One, it kind of paid for every piece of equipment we needed to record music professionally. And two, it kind of trained us to perform live, because that's basically the most nervous you'll ever be to perform, because you're performing to New York City.
Right there on the streets.
Who are notoriously not very nice people. So it's
no, not at all.
Yeah.
They're nice in their own way.
Right, yeah.
Is there a most memorable moment you have from street performing where there was
boy.
such a big crowd or something weird happened?
There's a lot of stuff. There was very good stuff and very bad stuff. The good stuff was, I guess, the size of the crowd was very cool, and I think a lot of it had to do with my age. I was 8 years old when we first started.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, I feel bad." You know, they felt a little bit bad for me, so they felt a little obligated. So that was cool. But tons of bad stuff happened. There was a time where I was singing "Imagine" by John Lennon. I think I was like getting really into it, and these two homeless guys came over and they grabbed the mic from me. They were like, "Hold on, I got to do something. And I didn't know what to do. So I gave them the microphone and they started rapping. They started like doing their own thing. They were performing to the crowd, and the crowd started screaming at them, "Give them the mic back." And so that's, I was terrified. That was a pretty memorable one.
That was one of the many things that's happened on the streets of New York.
A lot of stuff, yes.
Do you remember the first song you were involved with writing and creating? Like,
I'm sorry, say that one more time. You broke up a little bit.
I think you're coming back.
Wait.
The internet gods, please bring Jack back. There we go. Oh man, it's loading. Come on. All
right,
it's gonna pull through. It's gonna. There we go. Hey, yeah. So do you remember the first song you wrote, or the first song you were involved creating as a person? You know, since you've been on Earth.
Oh, the first song ever. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think it was just a very simple piano line that was like two chords. I think it was just like a C chord and an A minor chord. And me and Ryan were like jamming. Ryan was playing the piano. I was on like a bucket drum or something like that. And Ryan just went from C to A minor back. And he looked at me and he was like, and we were like, "We have a song. That's a song." And I was about 8 and 11. And it blew our mind. It was like, "Oh my God, that sounds kind of like what we hear our dad play for us." And it just, and that was kind of it. It was like, cool, wow, we can really get started with this, you know?
Do you have a title for it? Did you come up with a title?
For that song? For one, I know it's a hit, but I don't think
yeah. So a major inspiration in your life, you would say, would be your father?
Yeah, absolutely. Musically, for sure. He's the one that got us into it. You know, he's the one that put on musicians when we didn't even know what music was, and he kind of crafted our taste, I guess.
So you knew from a very young age that I'm going to be a musician. This is it.
Yeah, we kind of fell in love with it. The Beach Boys actually were our favorite band, I guess we can say. That was one of the earliest bands that our dad played for us. And I guess maybe there's a connection, given that there are 3 brothers in that band as well. But just kind of the heart. It was really something. You know, we just connected with it for some reason.
So let's go from your early age, being inspired by your father when it comes to music. You start busking on the street super young, and then would you say that random tweet message from Sia is the thing that launched this whole rocket with AJR on top of it?
Absolutely, yeah. The story behind
how random?
Yeah, oh yes, extremely lucky too. Like within seconds. The story behind that, Ryan and Adam were in a class. We all went to Columbia. They were taking a class together, and basically we had this song, "I'm Ready." This was 7 or 8 years ago now, and
great song.
We had no thanks. Yeah, we had no connections, and Ryan said, "Okay, as a last resort, let's try to get some people to notice us." So he decided to tweet the link to as many celebrities as he could think of, at Miley Cyrus, the link at Justin Bieber on Twitter. And the last one he did was Sia. So he said, "At Sia, here's the link. Hopefully you like the song." And she happened to see it and she clicked on it, and she said, "I love this song. Come meet me in my hotel tomorrow in New York City." And we obviously...
Is this Sia? Yeah. For real, Sia?
Seriously. No, we didn't think it was her until she actually came out of the hotel singing the hook of the song. And we were like, okay, wow. This is a crazy moment. She introduced us to everyone that we know in the industry, and it kind of just started building from there.
Do you remain friends or acquaintances to this day?
Yes, yeah. Once in a while, we'll send her songs, and she'll write back, "Sounds great," which is...
It'd be kind of weird if she didn't write you back now. She wrote you back in the very beginning, but I don't have time.
I don't imagine. Yeah, totally. I mean, she's probably in the top 5 nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. She is so
That's great.
Yeah.
What was college life like for you?
It was really interesting. So I guess what happened, the music industry is very weird being an artist. It's not really how they say as you get discovered and it's just off to the races. It's really hard to keep audiences' attention. So what happened was with I'm Ready, it was a platinum single, but our touring wasn't happening. Basically, no one cared to come see us live. So basically we had I'm Ready, and then it was kind of quiet for a while. So I decided to go to college for a semester. And then we put out an EP, which led to our album, The Click. And people finally started to care about coming to see us. So people started buying tickets and we started selling out these venues. And at that point, it didn't make sense to stay in college. So I took time off, and eventually we developed a huge audience. And then I went back to college with Ryan to write our album, Neo Theater. And that was cool. We went back to college for that reason. Basically what we did was we would go to parties and hang out with friends and see what issues our friends were going through and what good things were in their life. And we would use that as inspiration to write songs for the album.
Now, do you remember the first concert you all performed together as AJR and where it was?
I guess besides street performing, the first actual, like the first real concert after I'm Ready was, it was this place in New Jersey, this big event center. And the capacity was about 2,000 people, and 6 people showed up. So in a room of 2,000, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And our manager comes up to us beforehand because we were like pretty freaked out. And he goes, guys, you got to go on stage and imagine that these are the 6 people that are just going to tell everyone about the best concert they've ever seen. Just try to give them the best. And we went up there and we performed as if there was 2,000 people there. And those 6 people still show up to our concerts 8 years later. So you know, you just got to treat.
Did you go back to that venue? Did you go back to that venue and pack it out later on?
Yes, we actually did. That did happen.
That must have been a great experience.
Later, we went back and it was full. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So would you say the best songs come from heartbreak or hard times or happy times?
That's a really great question. The best songs. Wow. You know, I think that there's not a definite answer to that question. I think I'm not so sure it's either. I think the best songs are just the most unique songs. When you can find a way to spin a love song in a way that no one's ever heard before, I think that's the best kind of song. Or spin a party song, which is kind of what we did with Weak, our song. I think that's the kind of song that I want to listen to. So I don't think it's definitely about an emotion. I just think it's about the way you're portraying that emotion.
Yeah. Was there a band name that you had before you went with AJR?
Yeah, there was a million variations of the names. There was JRA.
What's the most horrible one?
Keeps calling me AJR, Adam, Jack, and Ryan. Text Ryan. Yeah. Yeah, literally. And then I think at one concert we had people vote on it. We had we had family and friends come see us live. Hey, put whatever band name you want into a hat, and that will be our new band name. I think we did AJR.
Yeah, AJR sticks. That's a great name, and well, obviously very fitting name. Yeah. What would you say your favorite thing on the internet is right now?
Oh boy, given the circumstances,
I know, right?
That's where our head is pretty much every day. You know, it's so funny. We've been looking through TikTok because that's obviously the big thing now. And I was saying to Ryan and Adam that I've been able to identify why certain apps are successful. Like Vine, I totally got it. You know, Instagram, I got it, and it made sense. And for the first time in my life, I feel so old because I can't really tell you why TikTok is popular. Like I can't, I can't break it down and say this is the reason because of this technically. And but I love it, and I just can't decode it, and it's really frustrating. But I don't know. I've been looking through the dances; they're addictive.
It's so addicting. I mean, you scroll and scroll and scroll, and next thing you know, it's an hour later. You're like, oh, where did time go?
I know, and you haven't learned anything new in life.
Nope, not at all.
Helped you at all.
Just laughed at some stupid stuff and went, there we go.
Yeah, it made you smile.
Where do you want your life to be when you're 60 years old?
It's another great question. I guess the idea for us is just being able to do as many things as we can. It's another reason we went to Columbia is because we love to learn and do other things besides music. That's what really feeds our soul. So if we can create a situation in our life where I guess we can take breaks from the music and do a tour one day, and then Ryan and I went to film school. So put on do a movie another day, or write a TV show, and then do another tour. That's very cool for us. If we can be like Childish Gambino, like when we're 60, it'd be fantastic. That's a good setup.
Have you ever tried writing a TV show before?
Yeah, we've been screenwriting for a long time. We have a pilot that's actually getting some interest now about
Congratulations.
and life on the road. Yeah, so we're in the middle of pitching that, and yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, do you guys ever stop? Do you take a break and go to some, tropical island with blue, crystal clear water? And
we do, but a lot of the time spent there will be writing. I don't know. We like it. That's just where our mind goes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to shut down for us.
Yeah. Now, if you did have a vacation spot to escape it all, would it be more of a tropical place or, mountains? What would be your choice?
Absolutely. As different as it can be from here. Because basically, everyone says, let's go to Europe. Let's go here. We're there all year for tour. So it just feels like another home for us. That doesn't feel like vacation for us. So as different as we can get from New York City would be fantastic. Tropical sounds good. Yeah.
It sounds really good.
Yeah.
What do you want to see more of in the music industry? Is there anything you think of?
Great question. I'd love to see more people not conforming to a genre because of people's tastes, and that's a little confusing. But basically, my biggest pet peeve in the industry is people refusing to listen to a kind of music because it's the genre listed under it is pop, saying, I hate all pop music. Which is, I think, just so strange to me. And I think the coolest thing in the world is being able to bend genres. Ideally, in the world, I would love all genres to go away and music just to be alive, because it would just open up people's minds so much more. Because people want to keep a facade as opposed to, genuinely like something. So I'd love to see, genre bending, people experimenting more, not being pegged to a genre. I think that would be great.
I love your music too, because, a lot of times you're listening to songs, it really sounds like you are having fun and you're in the studio experimenting and being like, hey, why don't we try this? Instead of, it's not like you're trying to make a hit. It sounds like you're trying to have fun and make something with feelings and just, hey, let's toss this in, see how it goes.
Right, exactly. You give a million examples, like Take Me to Church, Hosier, I don't know how you pronounce the name. That's not a pop song in the slightest, but I'm sure it got to number in the top 5 on pop radio. It's a smash.
Oh, yeah.
That just shows you that just, genres are a little bit meaningless now. A great song is a great song,
Yeah, that's true. Now, what is some of the best advice throughout your whole life that you've ever been given, whether for music or just life in general?
I guess we've really gathered from I guess a lot of little tidbits that basically, and this is a really important message, everyone's opinion counts. If you're an artist, this is a really good message. Like literally every single person, whether it's the homeless man down the street, whether it's, no one's opinion is any better than any other's. So I guess if you're an artist, I would take every single person's opinion into account. Everyone feels a certain way when they listen to a song. So if they don't like it, if they do like it, that opinion is valid and it's important to listen to. That's why we welcome criticism and haters. Yeah. We find it just very interesting. So
hey,
I think that's really
the more
important.
haters you have, the more famous you are. More people like you.
That's very true. It means we're doing something right. Yeah.
What's some of the best advice you could give up and coming musicians who want to make it in the music industry?
Yeah. Basically, we always give this same piece of advice, and it's basically find something that's unique about yourself, one thing, and really push that hard. And for instance, I think that's us with lyrics, and it's interesting because we get a lot. I think we get a lot of hate for this and a lot of love. It's the reason why we can sell shows. Our lyrics are very blatant and obvious and like right to the point, and it's something that you don't really hear in a lot of other music. A lot of people use more metaphors and more kind of gilded lyrics, but basically that's our thing that we decided to make unique and go with that. So just find something of your own and push that really hard and try to make it something that someone hasn't seen before, and then people will flock to you because they want more of that.
Yeah. Now, if you weren't a musician, what would be your other dream job? In another life or another universe? I know me. I want to be an astronaut. Can't do it. I'm 36 now. There's just not enough time.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that kind of interests you?
Yeah. Besides film, I'll say in a completely other universe. Maybe a chef. I think that would be really cool. I mean, food is like our favorite thing in the world. It's the greatest thing that has ever been created. We love eating so much. So maybe a chef or like a restaurant owner. That would be very cool.
Yeah. Do you cook anything in general?
Yeah, I didn't used to, but now given the circumstance, I've been learning how to cook. We've been baking a ton. We've made so many good desserts, and I've been making dinner every day. So, yeah.
And all right, 2020. We're in April now. What's going on for AJR the rest of the year?
Yeah, so unfortunately, we had to postpone the Neo Theater Part 2 dates. That's going to be postponed to the fall. And as of now, the Everything Everywhere tour, which is us, Quinn 92, Hobo Johnson, and Ash, that's still on.
Good.
But we won't be canceling any dates. You know, like I said, that's going to be postponed. Everyone's going to get to see us in the city that they wanted to see us in because we love touring, so we're going to make it out there at some point.
Yeah, and we're going to away free tickets too. So, you know, as soon as this quarantine's over, just keep on listening to FM 1019 and we'll do our best to hook you up. And, dude, this has been a great time. Thank you so much for joining us during this quarantine.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, Jack, appreciate it, brother. You guys take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.